shot up. That is in. Murray's the win. Have room to run. Also, just a champion. Henry are both there. Henry is. Clock running down. Walnut Grove. And back here again at lovely Ozark, Missouri here. Beautiful day for baseball. And Iberia will go up to bat first. They are the visitors. Noah Reimsnyder, Tanner Patterson, and Logan Steele is our first three up to bat. And Tipton 9-0 pitching right now is Eli Riggins. He is not going to bat in this game. He does have it as a DH. So we will not see him, should not see him bat anyway in the game. But Iberia coming in undefeated on the season right now. Tipton with 5 losses. These two teams have played before. Iberia came away with a 5-1 victory earlier this season. And then we'll be back tomorrow for either the 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock game. Depends on... Let's get rid of that. So tomorrow, though, we'll be back here at 10 or 1 for the third place or championship game. Then we'll be back for the Licking Wildcats. Both teams out of the Frisco League, playing for state titles this year. Iberia will play tomorrow, 7 p.m. late night start. That'll be Connor Harvick, or that'll be on Wednesday. Connor Harvick will be with you there. Connor will join me tomorrow also, so he'll take over the next 3 games. Of course, he'll be moving on to Park Hills, Missouri, where he'll be beginning his radio career as the voice of the Park Hills Central Rebels, I believe. So good luck to him in that move as he leaves our area. But we are about ready to go. We're going to take one more 1-minute break here, and we'll be right back. And we are ready to go. Iberia up to bat. Reimsnyder coming up to the plate. And he is the second baseman in this contest. First pitch is a swinging strike. That is strike number 1. 0-1 count early on the Rangers here after the first pitch. And second pitch is a strike. 0-2 count early in this ball game. And again, thank you for joining us here. Third pitch is just outside. I'll make this a 1-2 count. Again, these two teams, second meeting of the year. And that is hit. That is down the center. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Reimsnyder.
He was hitting 311 coming into this game. Was the junior. Eli Wiggins kind of hung a 1-2 curveball there.
And that is Guy Newcomb there for you. Scoreboard guy, of course. Tanner Patterson up to bat next. Patterson's bunt is good. That's going to be... Iberia's in trouble. We have 1 base, but we're going to have an out.
He was going on the pitch, trying to steal second. He got a perfect bunt down. And the Reimsnyder decided he would try and take third, thinking it was unoccupied. He gets caught in a rundown and tagged out. So instead of first and second, nobody out. They had a runner at first and 1 out. That'll bring their leading hitter to the plate, the catcher.
So Logan Steele coming up. Steele, one of the powerful hitters for the Rangers. And again, a single, this time double play opportunity. Nope, just one.
Kid never assume a double play there, but the first baseman, Samuel Duke, drops it. Well, it probably would have been a double play. Now the coach from Tipton is out to talk about maybe runner's interference at second base. She's talking with the second base umpire.
I didn't see a lot of obvious interference there. But I'm not down on that field level. He has a lot better view than we do from where he's probably standing.
Well, he's in that first base dugout. He's looking right at it. And he has the best angle maybe of anybody on the field except the second base umpire. So 2 outs now.
And Hunter Piggott coming up to bat for the Rangers. That is 2 hits in the game for Iberia, though, already. Well, really 3 hits in the game.
Piggott's hitting 382 on the season. Good seal it first. 2 outs. Outfield really shaking around the left field as they're looking at Piggott to pull this. The center fielder standing almost behind the shortstop. Wind's blowing out almost straightaway center at about 15 miles an hour.
And Higgins a little more reserved on those inside pitches now, I noticed. He might be out. That is number 3. We're going to take our first commercial break here. We'll be back after this. You're watching Iberia Baseball on Allen Hilliard Sports. All right, back here. Bottom of the second now. Tipton, the home team. Lucas Cashman. First pitch is a strike.
Both teams going with the left-handers today. Tanner Patterson on the mound for Iberia is 12-0 on the season, and that's almost unheard of in high school baseball, and that's with the new pitch counts.
Well, you get 9-0 on the other side of things, so 20 wins between these two combined, no losses on starts in the season. And our first batter is out on strikeouts, essentially, there.
Strikeout. Seal dropped the third strike and had to throw it down to first to get the out. Blankenship.
So Patton Pyle coming up.
Just a freshman. Leading the team in hitting at 435.
And the first pitch is a strike there. This is a lot of pressure for a freshman coming in, especially a Final Four that young.
And hitting in the 2-hole.
And I had one game earlier, Dixon and Iberia in conference action earlier this year, and it was a pitcher's battle. And we're looking at another pitcher's battle here. That one just a little bit low, 2-1. Well, 1-2. 2 strikes.
Patterson wanted that pitch.
And this one is probably out. Nope, that's going to be an error on the Rangers.
Ball just kept blowing away from Schneider there at second base and just couldn't get it in his glove. Got a glove on it, but a nice effort there. Schneider, I should say.
And Tyler Bear coming up to bat. So our first one on base. For Tipton out there. The Cardinals wearing the black with kind of reddish white numbers on them. Iberia in their green and white. And again, 2 quick strikes on the batter.
Little Bear batting .420 on the season coming in.
Some impressive numbers with Tipton with batting averages coming into this game. And this is going to drop. That'll result in another single. That is the first official hit here.
Well, the center fielder Shreve looked like he was trying to come in and catch that ball. Luckily, he got a glove on it, knocked it down. If that gets by him, they're still running as deep as this park is.
First baseman, number 12,
A pretty good little wind out there. If you look at the flag, it is blowing towards the outfield. So if someone gets a hold of one of these balls, there's a high fence, but you can get some depth on this. That first pitch is a strike. And Samuel Duke up to bat for Tipton this time. Runners at first and second. And again,
took a little bit off of that one.
Patterson known to really just test the batters, go straight down the middle, and so far he's really keeping them guessing on some of these pitches here. That is strike three. Something he is good at doing is really, like I said, working these batters and just changing up the pitches a little bit when they're not expecting it.
Coming at you from the left side, and whenever Duke hitting from the left side, that curveball is just going to throw it right at your head and bring it down back across the plate.
And then William Cashman up to bat. Runners still on first and second. It is the bottom of the first, by the way. I'm not sure on my thing here why it said that, but it's all right.
Cashman is the second baseman. I'm assuming the younger brother of Lucas Cashman. William hitting 246 coming into this contest.
So we're midway in the lineup here. Number 5, the batter. I have not quite been here since they did the remodel, but a beautiful facility here. Beautiful facility for baseball.
It's outstanding, and we couldn't ask for a nicer day. Pyle was off with that pitch and from second base. He was going to try and steal third with 2 outs.
And just like that, that is strikeout number 3 and out number 3. So we're going to take a break here. We'll go back to our sponsors. We'll be back after this for the top of the second. All right, back here. It is top of the second. Hunter Piggott up to bat. Piggott, another one of these good hitters for Iberia.
And you may wonder why he's batting again, because he was in the batter's box at the end of the last inning, but the pick off at first negates his at bat, so he gets another shot.
He's going to have a 1-1 count after that strike, but as a pitcher, you know, you maybe get a little better thinking of his stance and where you can put the ball possibly when you get 2 shots at him in a row. But that's strike number 2 there.
You really have him shade the pool, and there's a huge gap in right center if he can find it. It's 375, then the alley's 330 down the lines. And he hits him. Piggott reaches base on a hit by pitch, so he'll be there with nobody out. Top of the second.
That'll bring up Isaac Duncan. That's a big start to the inning, though. That'll give you a runner to start this at least.
Third baseman is in on the grass. It's Paxton Pyle over there. He's expecting a bunt.
We've had 1 bunt already in the game from the Rangers, and that was able to get the runner on bat. Or on base on bat.
2-0 the count.
We're still scoreless here, top of the first, or top of the second.
Still away. Once you count to 3-0.
So this could bring up a situation here if you get 2 runners on, no outs in a game like this.
Yeah, there you go. Brady Blankenship hit the plate. Blankenship's hit just .217 on the season. So far, it's going to bring the Tipton head baseball coach out of the dugout to visit with his pitcher on the mound, Eli Higgins.
And so far in this game, every batter for Iberia has made it to first base so far. That is hard to do when every batter so far has touched first base for a team. But we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back right after this. All right, we had our mound visit there, and that is our Bank of Iberia mound visit. Before you need some financial advice, check out Bank of Iberia, whether it be looking for a car, looking to refinance your house, member FDIC, and such. Bank of Iberia. Several locations.
1-1 now the count. Blankenship, 217 on the season. Nobody out here runners at first and second. You got to be thinking about the bunt.
And there's that bunt that you mentioned there. Either way, if you go to first, he is safe. That's a simple on that.
Everybody's safe. Then Duke, the first baseman, came in.
And that is going to load the bases up.
Yeah, he wanted to throw that ball to third and get the force out by the time he made his mind up.
We're going to have our second mound visit here in 3 minutes. So,
well, not by the coach, it's the catcher going out there, but all 6 batters that came to the plate for Iberia have reached base.
Yes.
Awful early, I think, to bring the infield in, but they might be in on the corners here. Trying to get the force out of the plate. Connor Grace at the plate is the right fielder. 296. He takes ball 1.
Now, Drace has belted some hits this season, though, watching him throughout the year.
That's going to be an infield fly rule. That'll be an automatic out.
That's the
So
first.
shortstop Lucas Cashman puts that one away.
Yep, it's the first out of the game. Or of the inning here. Base is still loaded. So anything that drops on the ground is going to bring in a run, pretty much, in this ball game right here. Especially you get past that dirt, they're going to bring in 1, maybe 2.
Going to bring in Shreve to the plate. He's in center field, and he takes strike 1. He's hitting 338 on the season, is Shreve. And the 0-1 pitch is taken down and in. That evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Base is loaded right now here in the top of the second inning. No score. Higgins to the plate. Kind of defensive swing there by Shreve, and he fouls it off over the first base dugout.
So 1 and 2 count, and 1 out still. Base is loaded. In the second.
1-2 from Wiggins. Up and away. That'll even it up to 2 and 2. Tremendous crowd on hand from Iberia.
Well, it's a town of maybe 1,000 people. You probably got a third of them here. If not more than that.
It's by the catcher.
That's safe. That's over by the Rangers.
Hunter Pickett gets the first run of the game. The other runner moves up on the wild pitch. Had an opportunity to get 2 runs there, as the first baseman didn't make it to the mound to back up the throw from the catcher to the pitcher at home.
And that will load up the count and possibly make us another loaded base situation here.
Doesn't want to walk him here. Foul ball hard down the third base line. And third base coach had to get on a jump rope there and get up and over that baseball.
Foul into the field, or over the fence right there, well, over the net.
Nice play by a fan, barehanded that.
And this is not a keep it situation here, unfortunately.
Looking on the curveball, so down goes Shreve. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Still runners at second and third. One run has already crossed the plate here in the top of the second. So they're 2 out. And that'll bring Ashton Duncan to the mound.
Duncan, this is going to be out.
Fisher got under it. So Fisher got under it.
Top of the lineup next, but we'll have Tipton coming up. We'll be back after our sponsors here. You're watching MSHSAA Baseball and Allen Hilliard Sports. Back here, bottom of the second. Charles Miller, his first appearance in this ball game.
Oh, he laced it. Oh, it just went foul, but opportunity there as he was bunting for a hit. Was Miller the right fielder in this game? Again, bottom of the second, Iberia leads 1-0 here. They've got 1 run on 3 hits. They've not committed an error. Tipton, no runs on 2 hits. They have committed an error. That ball up and away won't have won the count.
They get 3 strikeouts in the first inning of this contest.
And on that note, he runs the count to 1 and 2 here. This is Patterson. To Miller. And the 1-2 is up. 2 and 2, nobody out. Outfielder straight away and somewhat shallow. Ball just down, and that'll run the count full. Lead umpire today's game is Rick Hammers.
These MSHSAA umpires chosen for their performance during the regular season.
It's a strikeout for Patterson.
That is number 4 in the ball game for Patterson.
All four outs recorded via the strikeout.
I believe that is Myers, I think. Can't read my writing there. Is that correct on your paper?
It's Kane Myers is at the plate,
right.
Number 14. He foul tip, and it goes off the catcher's seal, and he's down at the plate. Coaches come to check on him. Both coaches from both teams. His ceiling is hitting 223. Nice ovation there for Seal, the catcher, as he's back up. The umpire, Rick Hammers, walking around. Give him a little bit of time to catch his breath. That was a foul tip, so it's only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Curveball breaks in there. 4 strike, quickly 0-2.
They get really on target so far with these pitches. That's going to be belted. That is foul. That is deep. That might have been a home run if that would have stayed fair a little further over.
He did. The wind now it's kind of blowing more out towards the left field.
That thing just over the fence over there and strike number 3.
All 5 outs here in the first inning and 2/3 via the strikeout for Patterson.
So Lambert up to bat for Tipton. First pitch is low. One count.
$10 to sit here. Take this.
And 1-2 count now, so chance to make this a perfect strikeouts
This is
for the first 2 innings.
a rarely seen situation here where if he gets a strikeout here,
And that
they did. 6 strikeouts and 6 outs.
is it. So Iberia said every person on base and every person that is out has been struck out. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back. And back here, top of the 3rd.
Ron Schneider will lead it off. He's one of their leading hitters. Singled in the first and then was thrown out trying to go first to third on the bunt in that first inning.
First pitch is away. Second pitch is away. That one low that time. 2-0 count. And again, I want to personally thank all of the advertisers that came out and helped make this possible. This was a not last minute, but holiday weekend effort to make these not only Iberia possible, but the Licking Wildcats game possible.
2 balls, 1 strike, now the count. Higgins to the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. Lucas Cashman up, over, and OUP. So 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Up to bat is Patterson now. So the pitcher up. He was able to get on with a single in the 1st.
It's a curveball just up. Higgins is asking the catcher to ask the home plate umpire where that was. Good cut.
And the other voice with me, by the way, is the one and only scoreboard guy, Guy Newcomb.
Patterson, shallow foul fly ball to right. Charles Miller is under it, and he records out number 2.
So 2 up, 2 down. Logan Steele up for the Rangers now.
As a catcher, he got dinged up a little bit in that last half inning, took a foul ball off of his body. Seems to be no worse for wear now. He's their leading hitter. He bunted the last time.
Was able to get on base, but was tagged out on, well, not really a steal, just wasn't quite paying attention there. And
Got picked
tagged,
off.
yeah. I don't think he was trying to steal. I just think he just got caught not looking.
Got fooled a little bit. Got in front of that, hits it right off the end of the bat.
Even count, 1-1.
Outfield really shaded for him to pull in. They're a little deeper now. Still a huge gap in right center. That may be a long distance phone call between Miller and Maverick out there in the outfield. Look at that gap.
That is a way, if you get a ball just past that second base, you've got at least 2 bases going. And we're going to have a third to first. That is out. That'll end the inning already. Just like that. We'll take a break here. We'll be back. All right, Iberia still up 1-0, bottom of the 3rd. It has been, what is it, 34 minutes since the start of the game, and we are almost halfway through this ball game already.
It's going pretty quick.
First pitch is a strike. That is one of the reasons why we've had 6 strikeouts from the Iberia side.
And just a junior is Tanner Patterson, while Higgins on the other side is just a freshman.
And 0-2 count. Coming up, Fisher up to bat. And that's going to be taken out by the pitcher on that, so will be an out.
The first baseman kind of got caught in the between hop. Luckily, he was able to feel it kind of up against his body, and the pitcher there, Patterson, was covering just right where he needed to be. So that's their first out here in the bottom of the 3rd for Tipton.
Cashman, the leadoff batter, will be back up now.
Takes the first pitch high and away for ball 1. Second pitch high and away for ball 2.
That is something to be a freshman pitcher, undefeated, thrown in the Final Four.
That's out of play. Off to the right. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd. The thing you got to worry about with Patterson and with all of these strikeouts, running his pitch count up. There's a fly ball to left. Ashton Duncan is underneath it, makes the play for the second out.
So, Patton Pyle coming up to bat for Tipton now.
Also a freshman. 3rd baseman.
I'm not really keeping track of the pitch count here, but as you mentioned, he has to be getting up there a little bit in these pitches. That pitch is low, ball one. Foul, 1-1, just behind the plate.
I think he centered out in the, or singled to center field, I believe.
I have an error for him.
Yeah.
If that was Bayer, the next one up went center field. So he reached on error last time, which very well should have been. That one's going to be an error, though.
He hit it right on the nose. Hunter Biggett, shortstop, but he get too far into him, and then he couldn't pick it up.
So 2 times on base, both times by fielding errors to get him on there. He's got that speed. That is some pretty good track speed going on. That'll put Bear up to bat. Infield.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
And that'll be 3 outs. We'll be back after this. All right, back here, top of the 4th already. Iberia up by 1 there, up to bat. Piggott returning to the plate.
Got hit by pitch his first at bat and scored the game's only run. He squares to bunt. And it's going to go just foul. So 0-1 the count. Two errors committed in this game, one by each team.
Three.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Piggott. Outfield kind of shaded to left. Takes the curveball for strike 2, 1-2.
Last time the Cardinals had some trouble there. They loaded the bases, and this will be a foul. Still same count, 1-2.
Isaac Duncan is on deck.
And Blankenship following him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, top of the 4th. Lays off the curveball.
So even count. Now, talking about pitching for Iberia, pitching count, we may be in a situation here with this freshman pitcher that he don't have near as many pitches that he can pitch.
Right.
Just because he's a couple years younger.
75.
I think so. And he's already had, we're halfway through our 2nd rotation. Average 4 or 5 pitches a person there. That adds up pretty quickly.
Swinging a foul off the dugout, facing.
And you mentioned earlier, there's a lot of green here.
There's a lot of green. Pop up. That's going to stay on the infield. Braden Fisher underneath it. Just in the outfield grass. Gets the catch for him.
It's out number 1.
Isaac Duncan to the plate. Blankenship on deck, 1 out. Top of 4. And the pitch. Curveball in their first strike. 0-1.
So Duncan made it on base with a walk and wound up making it to 3rd before he was left stranded on base in the 2nd.
Fly ball. Deep right field. Charles Miller able to get back there and corral it for the 2nd out. Looked at the beginning like it might get over his head.
So Blankenship up to bat. Blankenship made it on a, I have a line going to 1st, so I'm going to assume he had a single of some sort.
ball in the first strike, 0-1. 2 outs.
I believe that's where you put the WW on there.
I wasn't watching. Takes strike 2 on the curveball, just on the outside part of the plate, and didn't like the call, the Blankenship.
It's a chance to close this top of the inning out very quickly for him here. And that'll do it. That's number 3.
And a strikeout.
So 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back with Tipton after this. 1-0 Rangers still on top. All right, Samuel Duke coming to bat for the Rangers here, or for the Tipton Cardinals.
We'll be all right. It's early. His fastball in the first pitch outside for ball 1.
Again, tomorrow these two teams will play. Third place will be at 10. First will be at 1.
Samuel Duke, a strikeout victim, is first at bat, as are most of the Tipton Cardinals. Takes the 1-0 pitch down. 2 balls, no strikes.
3-0.
I'm sorry, 3-0.
I was thinking we didn't get that caught up on the board there. I was like, wait, my math wasn't quite working right. And a 4-0 walk to start this inning.
That brings up Cashman.
We got a umpire. Not sure what's going on there.
We got a pinch runner on.
Okay, just a pitch runner. Do we know who that is? Number 10, I believe.
Hunter Hageman is the pinch runner. He's just a freshman.
They are at number 5.
Middle lineup here, he may be bunting.
Yep. William Cashman up to bat now.
Also a strikeout victim, his first at bat. Isaac Duncan, the third baseman for Iberia, way in on the grass.
Do you believe it's already bottom of the 4th inning?
Bottom of 4. We're cruising at 146. Takes a fastball, tries to bunt, push it to first, fouls it straight back, 0-1.
And a 1-0 lead is not the safest lead in the world. Anytime during the game. Iberia did have a win earlier in the state playoffs. They had a 2-0 victory. That was down, I forgot who that was, but they were playing down either Arkansas border down there.
That was in Bakersfield.
Yep, that was Bakersfield.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the third baseman will back up. Cashman unable to get it down. Maybe just a straight steal here. They don't. And it swings through a high fastball.
That is another strikeout. That's the first out of the inning also. That's the first strikeout since the 2nd inning. That's number 7.
First pitch is in for a strike.
That was no playing around on that pitch. That was straight down the middle.
This is a right fielder. Where's number 1, Charles Miller. He takes strike 2. Quickly 0-2 here with 1 out. And the pitch up and away. Hageman, the pinch runner, is still at first.
And the pinch runner goes. That's the second. That's out. That's going to be tagged out. That is number 2.
Nice throw by Steele there.
we're going to have a quick little break here, but I was about to mention, I think he was brought out there to run those bases when he could, and Iberia has seen that coming, and they were ahead of that run.
Well, Hageman just, on the season, only 3 stolen bases, so he's not a great threat to run. But trying to get a run across.
So 2 outs, we're going to have a pitching change here. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back. All right, back here, and Drace up to bat for Iberia. Already in the 5th inning. Drace has hit to a out in center field, basically, the second at bat. And he is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Top of 5, 1-0 Iberia. A single down the right field line for Drace.
And we're going to give that as a single.
Sam Duke, the first baseman, just unable to come up with it.
Next up to bat is Chris Shreve. Shreve has struck out in the ball game. That was in the 2nd. And thank you everyone for becoming a member of my channel, by the way. I appreciate it. That ball is loose. So catcher couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be a free base for Iberia.
Well, Shreve, he squared the bunt there, and he had to skip a rope to get out of the way of that, or he'd be first and second, nobody out. But now do you still bunt here?
So with the runner on second, if you do, you try to bunt it away from third.
Tipton, I don't think Tipton feels like they're going to bunt. First baseman's even with the bag. Third baseman is 2 steps behind. Now here comes the first baseman, Duke, in. He squares it.
That's a bunt to third, and that's a single.
Yeah, he bunts it down the third base line, which is ideally you want the third baseman to field it, because then he can't tag the runner out.
With no outs, we got a runner in third right now. And another mound visit to the pitcher out there. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be here. It is still top of the 5th. No outs. Runners on first and third. We had a steal there. I don't know if we had a communication issue, but that will advance.
Well, Ashlyn Duncan, the batter, squared the bunt like it was a safety squeeze and then pulled it back, took a ball, and there was no throw down to second.
Yeah.
So now second, third, nobody out. Curveball in there for a strike to even the count at 1-1.
I think second baseman was expecting to throw, though, the way he was waiting for it. Then it went to back to the pitcher. But 2 runners in scoring position now, still no outs.
Duncan squares, safety squeeze again, and he gets it down, but it's going to go foul on the safety squeeze there. Which can put him in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes now, still just nobody out.
That'll bring Drace back to third and Shreve back to 9 for second.
Come on, man, stay in right here.
Leadoff hitter Reimschneider is on deck.
Even count, 2-2.
Act like you want to score out there.
So Ashton Duncan
Makes a curveball just out of the zone there. That'll run the count full. Higgins is not happy with that call either.
So again, similar to the second quarter, I believe, where we had a full count, bases loaded. It's foul. We're still alive.
Right off the end of the bat there, he just barely hanging on.
And that was barely a foul ball, too. I don't know if anyone could have got that before we made it to first first base.
And a lot of times you get that ball off the end of the bat going that way from right at the hitter, you get that spin on it, it'll spin back fair. Takes it down for ball 4, so that'll load the bases. For Noah Reimschneider.
Once again, we're loaded, no one out. Bottom of the 5th. Again, another discussion with the Tipton crew going on.
Well, you got to figure the way Patterson's throwing for Iberia. They don't want to get too far away here. They may bring the infield in for the force out at the plate.
Patterson has at least one good inning left in this ball game, I think. That is foul into the cheap seats over there.
Open first base dugout. They're still playing Reimschneider to pole. Center field is deep.
If he gets a hold of one of those and it stays along that first base line, that thing's going to bring in 2 or 3 runners. He's going to get one up, but this might be
going to be a play at the plate.
Out. They're going home. That's all. Sacrifice.
Second run. That was Connor Grace coming across the score there. Also moving up is Shreve. He goes from second to third.
That's going to bring out the top of the lineup again, though.
Well, that was the top of the lineup. That was Reimschneider.
Oh.
Batting now is the pitcher, Tanner Peter Patterson. Runners at first and third, one out. Maybe another squeeze, and there is a squeeze.
Just thinking that.
And he gets it down, but it rolls foul as well.
Put it in the scorebook as a number 10 batter.
1-1 the count. Logan Seals on deck. And the pitch, and he bunts it down again, and it's a safe
There, he's going to make it. That is first and second with the runners scoring.
Everybody safe. But Patterson helps out in his own cause. He gets an RBI on an infield single. And that'll bring Seal to the plate. Sitting in the 3-hole. Patterson at first, Reimschneider at second. One out here.
Duncan at second.
Line drive caught by the third baseman.
Yes.
And he gets him.
Out.
Doubles off.
That is a double play. And we're going to end the inning, but 2 runs scored on that. 3-0 lead for the Rangers. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. All right, back here at the Ozark, Missouri. Myers up to bat for the Cardinals.
First pitch gets under the catcher for ball 1.
It's going to go, I would say, into the dirt, but we'll just call it some dirt. Very beautiful field out here.
Rhett Lambert on deck. Line drive down the third base line, and
That's a single.
be a single just out of the reach there of Isaac Duncan at third. But they had him played that way down the left field line, so no double there, but he does get a nice single. Just the third hit for Tipton in the game. Patterson from the stretch. May have gotten him.
That is close.
He was leaning the wrong way at first base, and they just about pick him off.
That is as close as you're going to get on that one.
And the pitch.
Lambert was second at bat today. He had a strikeout in the second inning.
He squared a bunt there for a sac bunt.
Smartly enough, pulled it away for ball number 1. That might be ball number 2. So 6 hits on Iberia in the game, 3 with Tipton. This time not even close. Pitcher to the tag out. Both teams 1 error apiece officially on the board.
They squared again. They pulled it back and it was called a strike. It's 2-1 now to count. On Lambert. Myers at first. Squares, bunts it to first. They have to hurry.
That is
out.
Nice
Play by Patterson.
Good play.
He fields that bunt running towards first, and he goes down, but able to flip it to Blankenship at first base. Meanwhile,
we'll move the runner though.
yeah, runner gets to second base. Myers, he's at second with 1 out. Still 3-0 Iberia, bottom of 5. Ball inside, ball 1.
Fisher had a out in the field, 3-1 out earlier.
Fisher swings and misses at a ball up and away, 1-1 to count. Leadoff hitter is on deck. Curveball stays up and out of the zone, 2-1.
You got to think he's hitting that pitch count now a little bit, starting to get up there. Arm's starting to get a little bit tired at this point.
From our vantage point, I can't see the Iberia bullpen.
It's going to be a strike.
2-2 the count, swing and a miss.
Do we have a... Well, we're not using the warm-up bullpens, I guess, over here.
And Fisher strikes out swinging.
Number 2.
That'll bring Lucas Cashman to the plate, the leadoff hitter.
Cashman's had 2 outs in this game, 1 in strikeout in the first, out to left field in the second, or the third.
Takes ball 1 up and away. And here's pitch number 2, and it's ball 2 up and away, 2 outs. Braden Fisher is at second base, 2-0 the count. And the pitch.
That one's low.
Pick
Back
off
to
to the
that is out. No! That is
Ball
close.
beating.
That is close. I'm not saying there's no way the ball didn't get there first, but
He was right there.
it's close.
Got tagged up on the shoulder, and the second base umpire right on top of it felt like he got his hand underneath it.
That'll give us a 3-0 count. 3-1 count after the foul tip to the net.
Now, see, that's not good sense baseball. When you're down 3 runs, the tying run is on deck, and you're going to swing at a 3-0 count.
I'd be hoping for a present right there, just something to get you on base.
And a fly
This
ball.
one is up. That's to the center, maybe left field.
That's going to drop.
That will bring in the runner for a double.
Just landed there in no man's land. I don't know what the communication was like out there between Shreve and Duncan. I don't know how that ball drops as high as long as it was in the air.
I mean, it was seen by everybody where it was falling right there.
That'll push across the first run here for Tipton. Now the tying run is at the plate in the form of freshman Paxton Pyle.
Pyle here, he's going to go to first. That's going to be out number 3.
They do get 1. 1 run on 1 hit. One man left. Here we go to the 6th inning. 3-1 Iberia.
All right, back here, it is the top of the 6th now. Just 2 innings to go. Iberia is going to belt this. That is caught. Very nice hit, but left fielder able to pull that down.
That's a shortstop, Hunter Pickett. He's sitting in the 4-hole. Didn't get enough under it. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That's going to help the freshman here on the mound, Higgins.
We have a rather large wall out there, so it's going to take more than that to get this thing over the fence.
Yeah, this is a very spacious park.
Yes.
It's not Yellowstone spacious, but it is a big park with high
fences.
Yeah.
Higher than Missouri State, or the Missouri State Bears play and the Cardinals play.
But 16 foot high all the way around, 330 down the lines, 375 in the gaps.
1-1 count after the swinging strike.
Duncan is your hitter.
Duncan has made it on a walk and has hit out. He'll hit out again.
Lambert, the center fielder, collects that for the
2
second
up,
out.
2 down.
3 pitches in this inning thus far.
This is probably what Tipton's wanting. They're probably going to want to try to limit some of these pitches the best they can.
Well, with being a freshman on the mound, he's only got 75 that he can throw in this game.
And swinging strike by Blankenship on that.
All well off the plate. Lefties are having some trouble with Higgins.
Blankenship has made it to first today, I'm assuming off a single, and he's also had a strikeout. 0-2 count now after a foul ball just right by us.
And the 0-2. Swinging a fly ball shallow. That may get down. And it does.
That is between 3 Cardinals down there. That's a single. Again, another one of those communication issues right there. 3 of them going for it, and neither of them. The way the sun's going, it may have got lost in the sun.
That could have happened. The wind has also shifted. It's now blowing almost straight out to right field.
So Connor Drace will come up to bat. He has scored once, and he has flown out to center. He had a single to get on base. First pitch is a ball.
Grace is your 7th place hitter. Second pitch inside, 2-0 the count. Again, 3-1 top of the 6th, Iberia on top. They are the visiting team. Trying to add to their lead.
2 outs a rarity here early in the inning. Most of this game, the Cardinals have fallen behind with runners on before they got outs. So this may be a blessing for them a little bit. And they will play tomorrow the winner of Chaffee and Maysville. That'll be either at 10 or 1, depending on how this game finishes. We still got another inning and a half to go of baseball.
Swing and a miss. Run the count full. Runner at first now will be off with the pitch. So anything in the gap will score a run.
Chance to either close this inning out or make this a lot tougher. And that's going to drop. So that's strike 3. We'll be back. Next up to bat is Shreve for Iberia, but we'll be back with Tipton after these messages. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 6th, Tipton up. They will bat no matter what at the end of this 7th inning.
Tyler Bear up to the plate. Pitch ball 2, down and away, 2-0 the count.
Shreve up to bat. Shreve did score last inning.
No, Shreve.
Or Shreve 2 innings ago.
This Tyler Bear pops it up from the shortstop. Gets underneath it.
Oh, my bad. I got the wrong one. I got the wrong paper, don't I?
That's all right.
That is an out. That's what happens when you don't flip over your paper.
Fly out to the shortstop. Higgett. And now batting. Number 12, the first baseman, Samuel Duke. He takes curveball, quickly 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss.
And Patton's having an amazing ball game here.
You got a pinch hitter, it looks like.
And then pinch
And
hitter
then
number
Haas.
28. He's coming in for Cashman.
And Haas is a senior. He's an outfielder. He's hitting .278 on the season.
I think this is a point where you're going to try to get your pinch hitters out there that you know you're going to be able to get something out of.
Well, they're at the bottom of the lineup, so he's hitting for.
Following this, we'll have Miller, Myers, Lambert, and Fisher. If they keep on going.
So he's batting for the designated hitter. It's Haas. Big kid.
Inside.
1-1 to count.
Two outs on the board, though. That is foul.
He wasn't sure where that went. He started to take off and run, and it was behind him.
Like it almost was going to spin forward there at first, but then the spin took it backwards in the air.
Fastball up and in. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Looking at the board up there in Missouri, we got one team from Northwest Missouri. This is going to be a single, well, maybe. That is out. Beautiful play.
Brent Schneider, the second baseman, coming in to field that one on the run and make it throw across his body to get the out of Haas at first, and we go to the top of the 7th.
So Tipton has one more inning to go here. Let's try to do this. Iberia trying to hold them off. We'll be back. Shreve's up to bat for the Rangers.
Shreve, just a sophomore. Takes first pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
3-1 Iberia. Iberia had 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 5th. Tipton answered with their own in the 5th. And that's out number 1.
Ground ball to Cashman, the shortstop, and he fields it and throws him out. Higgins, being a freshman on the mound, he's got to be getting close to his pitch count. Here is Iberia bats in.
For a freshman, I would nominate him as freshman of the year if that was an award right there. This pitching quality right here
And the first pitch
is away.
to Ashton Duncan is up and away, 1-0.
Duncan has walked, and he had a fly out earlier in the ball game.
Swinging a foul straight back, 1-1 to count. And the pitch stays away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cannot see the Iberia bullpen. Ground ball.
I think it's away
pitcher, Cashman.
from
Up over, and he got him out for the second out. But I can see the Tipton bullpen, and there is no one in the Tipton bullpen.
I think Tipton is hoping they get this last one out, but we are top of the lineup now. And we've had 3 outs from Snyder in this ball game. He did have a single to start the game, though.
He bunts, lays down a bunt, but right back to the pitcher, and that really helps out Higgins.
That is safe. He dropped it. So he will reach on an error on that, but either way, Iberia is still alive in this.
Yeah, or that would be the second error for Tipton. First baseman Samuel Duke just dropped the baseball. Good throw.
That would have been enough to close out the inning right there.
Now you got to wonder if that will have to lead to a pitching change unless he can get him out here relatively quickly. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Tanner Patterson, the pitcher, batting now for Iberia.
Patterson has been tagged out on second twice in this game. He's made it to first on singles twice in this game.
He hasn't picked off, and that'll save him.
That's out. Oh, he didn't have the ball. He made the tag, but the ball was not with him with the tag. So 0-1 count with the steal.
Higgins picks him off. Schneider evidently living right, as he's had 2 balls dropped, and in both plays he would have been out. Base hit.
He'll make it through the hole. We are bringing in a runner. This is good. That's a run. Rangers will score.
Second base.
Is a double for Iberia. They're going to bring in a pinch. Nope, they're not. They're just going to get rid of some extra equipment out there.
Patterson with the base hit. He takes second on the throw home.
So Patterson's 3rd hit of the ball game.
That'll bring the catcher Logan Seal to the plate.
His first RBI. Logan Seal coming up.
First pitch to Seal. Down and away, ball 1.
That one is slow and away from the pitcher, or the batter. Seal coming in. He has...
Fly ball to left. Back goes
out against that is off the wall. Couldn't hang on to it. That will bring in another run. 5 runs for Iberia. And that is double number 2 on in a row right there. So that's an RBI for Seal in this ball game.
Hit the ball hard every at bat. That might have been better served.
We're going to take
first base open to walk in.
We're going to take a break here for a pitcher's change, it looks like. All right, back here again. And earlier, the winner will play Maysville. They defeated Chaffee 12-4. Next up is a Class 1 baseball game.
New pitcher on the mound is Lucas Cashman, the shortstop. So he comes in, goes to pitcher. Pitcher Higgins moves to left field. The left fielder goes to third base, and your third baseman, Paxton Ohio, moves to shortstop.
First pitch is a strike.
Hunter Piggott at the plate. He's in the 4-hole for Iberia. 2 runs already across here in the top of the 7th.
Strike number 2. Runner deciding to go back.
You go back, they hadn't scored any runs, and the bunt back to the pitcher, the first baseman drops. Then they have him picked off and go to second, and the shortstop drops it. And since then, 2 runs have crossed the plate.
Start off the inning very well, as you said, but
well, he was 1 pitch or 1 catch at first base from getting out of the inning, throwing only 5 pitches.
that is hit deep. That may be foul. And that is foul off to the left. 1-2 count, so one strike away from coming away from the top of the sixth here. I want to thank all the sponsors for making this game possible from Iberia. And that will end this inning here. So 5-1, Iberia on top. We'll be back after this. All right, back here, and last time these two teams played had the similar score. That first pitch is a strike. Looks like Patton's going to try to go all the way in this ball game here.
Yeah, being junior, he's going to have more allowable pitches.
And a win here would be a good way to go out the season anyway. First two pitches are strikes. Winner will face Maysville. That's a strikeout. So Miller will go down. 2 outs away from finishing this ball game here. Myers coming up. Myers has scored, had a single, and had a strikeout. Pitch fast, but that is out of the zone a little bit. Strike number 2, even count, 1-1, 1 out.
Everybody be ready!
Patterson really wanted to finish this game strong. Struck out the leadoff batter this inning. He's now 1-2, and here's the pitch, and this is swinging a foul back.
There, that is, you know, you got a gate back there. I think I found about the only hole it can go through going in that direction.
Swing and a miss.
So Iberia is 1 out away from moving on to the state championship here.
They get this out, they'll play tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the state
They'll play at
championship
1 o'clock
versus Maysville. Tipton will play at 10 a.m. versus Ash Grove. 0-1 the count. Patterson to the plate. Swing and a miss.
Tipton will play Chaffee tomorrow.
And the 0-2.
1 more to go.
Swing and a foul back. He stays alive.
Big foul.
And the 0-2 is up and away. I think he tried to overthrow that.
I think the town of Iberia is about ready to celebrate here.
They will be.
And that is it. That is strike number 3. Iberia will move on to win this ball game.
They will play for the Class 2 state championship. Congratulations to the Iberia Leaders.
And thank you for joining me today there. Guy Newton, it was a pleasure for you to be here.
I enjoyed it.
And a 5-1 victory here, 7 innings. I will see you all with Connor Harvick tomorrow, 1 p.m. Iberia remains undefeated. They'll play Maysville for the state title. Have a good night. We will see you all there. Special thanks to Misha. Shot up.